rather than someone specifically you're opposed to, is there anybody on this list of nominees you could support?
Well, I'm very interested actually in the person who's been named to be Secretary of Labor. This is someone who's a Republican congresswoman who actually supports the PRO Act, which is the act to make it easier to unionize. There are very few Republicans who have supported that. I think we should have a Secretary of Labor who actually supports labor and who supports workers. So haven't met her yet, want to talk with her, but I've looked at her record and I'm certainly interested.
So there are a lot of names out there that have drawn some concerns on Capitol Hill. Who are you most concerned about?
Well, let's start with Hegseth, the person who's been nominated to be Secretary of Defense. And you've read all the allegations about rape, about sexual harassment, about drinking, a lot of problems about whether he can manage this enormous agency and be ready to go with tough defense decisions at the drop of a hat. But I want to raise one other point that I think is really important. 18% of those who serve in our military right now are women. And what Hegseth, this nominee, has said is he doesn't think women ought to serve in combat. And he doesn't think that harassment is a problem, right? We are having trouble right now in the military meeting our recruiting goals in all branches of the military except the Marines. And if you say to the women who serve now or young women who are thinking about, who are attracted to coming into the military, you know, understand this, men will be able to do anything they want in the military. But you girls, well, you'll be confined to this set of jobs and never be able to make it to the top. I don't think he ought to be in charge of the Department of Defense.
So will your colleagues across the aisle, though, people like Joni Ernst, who's a veteran herself, will they stand up to this incoming administration?
Well, that is the big question. You're asking the wrong person in that sense. I'm certainly willing to stand up and to keep making the case on behalf of, understand this, it's not just women in the military, it's our national defense.